So, you are in a new environment, maybe a new country, and you're feeling lonely, you're feeling homesick, and you need some friends. Let us dive into this video to find out 8 ways by which you can find friends and expand your network in Canada. Hello everyone, my name is Dear Kola. Welcome back to this side of life. And if you're new here, welcome and thank you all for joining me today. So today I wanted to talk about coming to a new country, coming to a new environment and finding yourself like a fish out of water and trying to fit in and trying to make friends and settle into your new environment. I thought I would just talk about a few different ways by which you can make friends and expand your network in a new environment. Friends make up our community, they make up our support system. We need friends to do life. We need people around us to make our lives interesting, to make our lives purposeful, to make our lives fruitful. Now, when you're in a new environment, maybe as an immigrant, coming like myself from Nigeria to Canada, there are certain things that I would say you should not do. So one of those things is keeping to yourself. You will just perpetuate the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of isolation, the feeling of I'm not at home, I'm a stranger. You just perpetuate that if you keep to yourself. And also, you shouldn't only associate with people that are like yourself. For example, I come from Nigeria. I've been in Canada for like 23 years. I shouldn't be in Canada and only have friends who are Nigerians and maybe only move in the circles of Nigerians. You need to get out of your comfort zone and show yourself friendly so that you can have friends as well. So now let's get into the 8 ways by which you can make friends. Number 1 is learn the culture of your new environment, your new home. Like in my case, learn the culture of Canada. How do people live their lives, and see ways by which you can adapt to this new culture that you find yourself in. For example, in Canada, people will always talk about news, sports, and weather. So as an immigrant, you should familiarize yourself with that. Listen to the news. Know what is going on so that you can easily talk about things when people are talking. Because like in Canada, one of the best ways to make friends is really just conversation. Water cooler conversations, like they say. Things around what is happening, the sports and the weather. Oh, what temperature is it today? Try and know those things so that you can make conversation. And you should also know that there's certain things that people really don't like talking about. In Canada, for example, they don't like talking about politics. You wouldn't find people really talking about politics to people that they don't know. And they don't talk about salaries or like money and things like that. So try and avoid those things when you talk to people. And you'll find that by just chatting with people, you can make friends. Like it could be on the train, in the mall, somewhere, and you just strike up a conversation with somebody and you never know. You might make a friend through that. And then number 2 is you can join online communities. There are many immigrant communities online, like forums and platforms that you can join to find out about different things about Canada, for example, like where you're planning to land, if you're coming in as an immigrant, what are the things you should look out for and things like that. Just seek out those kind of online communities where you can learn more about your new environment. You can join online neighborhood groups. In my neighborhood, there is an online group of neighbors where people just talk about what is happening. A dog got missing, I'm looking for a cleaner, I'm looking for a plumber, and people just kind of get into a community and communicate with each other through this kind of forums, and you can get to know people there. You can get to meet friends, you can get to meet people that are of like minds, people that can help you in certain ways and who you can also help in certain ways. So, this is a two-way street. Making friends is a two-way street. Like, you don't expect that people do things for you alone, but you also need to seek to do things for other people. You can join local sports teams, shared interest groups or professional groups. For example, I know some of the local shared interest groups include things like Toastmasters, where people learn about public speaking. This is a place where you can meet a lot of people, a lot of new people, make new friends. There are professional groups, for example, like the PMP, like business analysis groups, accounting groups, professional occupations like pharmacists and medicine. They have different study groups and things like that. So there's so many different groups that you can join and you can make friends and meet new people through these groups as well. The fourth thing you could do is volunteer. In Canada, for example, there's a lot of opportunity to volunteer. There's a lot of places where you can volunteer your time to help the community, like maybe old people's homes, like in the hospitals, or maybe certain bodies, for example, cancer foundations or foundations that have different courses. Like you can find a course that you are interested in, like maybe you are interested in children, or maybe you are interested in animals, or maybe you are interested in so many different organizations that are charitable organizations that you can volunteer with. They will be happy to have you, to have your time to help them out, and through that you can meet people and make friends. Another way you can make friends is through your kids. If you have small children or school-age children, your children have friends in school, they get invited to parties, they get invited to play dates with their friends. Through that you can meet their parents, and even when you yourself, when your own children are having their birthday parties, you can invite their friends and their parents can come along, and that way you can meet new people, you can make new friends. You can invite children in the neighborhood to your child's birthday party, and through that you can meet the parents. And even in the neighborhood, you know, they have sometimes block parties. You can attend that, bring some of your traditional foods, introduce yourself to the neighbors, and you can make friends through that. You never know who your neighbors are, and maybe the kind of connections they have to things that you might need in the community, in the city, in the province, in the state. You never know. So it's always good to reach out that way through the kids and through the neighbors. So that would be number 5. And number 6 is you can also meet people through the place of worship. Wherever you worship, you can build a community in your church, make new friends. And you know, like in Canada, the way you can get closer to people is invite them to your home for dinner, or they invite you to their home for dinner, and then you get conversations going, you get to know each other better, and then friendships can develop from there as well. Number 7, you can get out and about, like go to the park, go to visit the farmers markets, go to the mall. You know, you can make friends just getting out and about, putting yourself out there, not keeping to yourself, but getting involved in things that are happening in your community. Maybe there are some, like the Red Cross, or your kids' football team, or your kids' soccer team are doing some outreach. They're doing bottle drive. They're trying to get bottles. They're trying to raise money. You get involved in that. Through that, you get to meet new people. You get to make friends. And then, of course, at work as well. You can make friends at work. Here, don't isolate yourself. Go out with your co-workers for lunch, go out for coffee, go out for after-work events, talk with them, mingle with them, and that way they find you friendly, and then they can be friendly with you as well. And so this way you can develop friendships. So yeah, those are the 8 ways that I wanted to talk about today, about how to find good friends and grow your network in Canada. I am sure there are many other ways, but this is all I have for today. If you have any other ways by which you have made friends, or by which you can encourage other people to make friends, do mention them down below. Let us know what you think. I just want to encourage everyone, wherever you are, that people are friendly. Generally, people are friendly, but you have to show yourself friendly as well, so that you can get friends. And you have to get out of your comfort zone and reach out to people so that they can also reach out to you. And so yeah, that's all I had for today. Let me know in the comment section below what your experience has been as an immigrant, and how easy it has been for you to make friends or not. That's all I had for today, and until the next time I come your way again, thank you so much for watching today, and you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.